Have you ever wondered what is missing in your life and you can't find the answer? If yes, then you need to watch this video. We all are pursuing our goals, smaller or bigger. We are not always conscious about it, but each of us has smaller or bigger things that we care about and we are taking action towards it. Okay, even if you're a procrastinator, your unconscious goal is to just sit and to consume. It's also kind of goal, okay? When we are doing things all time and we are expecting them to give us happiness, we are actually missing the point and we will never get satisfied. But we don't know that the satisfaction needs to be within us. That's the key. But we forget about it and we are trying to look for happiness outside of us and we end up frustrated all time. And we have very big problem. We always feel that we are not enough and we need to all time do, and we can't rest because we must do something all time, because when we are not doing something we are not productive and we feel empty. Then it's very bad for us, because when we are not feeling abundant we are actually feeling empty, and then it's very debilitating for us, but we don't realize it. And everyone has problems, but not everybody has the same definition for it, because some people call problem a very serious thing, whereas other people call problems not very important things, and we basically misunderstand then each other. But we need to know that if we are trying to solve our problems without feeling abundant, happy, and generally in good vibrations, we are usually not going to solve it in a good manner, because we are going to look for short-term solutions and then they are not good for us. Nowadays we have a big problem that a lot of people take medicine like drugs and other stimulants just to quit reality and to feel that you don't have problems. But a lot of people don't understand what is the real reason why people are taking these things. They don't want to feel specific feeling after this, like, I'm allergic and this and this. They simply want to get rid of problems. They want to be just present. But people don't understand this, and they don't know that they can achieve full happiness and abundance without any drugs, any substances, any external things. They just need to be present, and it's hard for them because their neurotransmitters are not working properly, and we need to be healthy here and here in order to be present and to experience life as it is. We are definitely looking at the world too logically. We are trying to conceive everything and understand logically how this works, okay? Like, this happened, and how this happened. But this is actually the wrong approach, because words is not logic as we think, and it's more emotional. But we need to connect logic thinking, emotional thinking, and then when we connect this is the best perception, best spiritual perception that we can have. And then we can see at things as they are, not through our perspectives and, thinking through anything like that. Just objective thinking. When you're truly happy, past, future, problems doesn't matter for you. And it's very magical, because when you feel true happiness, not like temporary stimulation from cigarettes, from this, from that, but when you're feeling real happiness, you see these problems, but they don't bother you, and it's magic. And that's very optimal state for us, where we should be solving all these things and making our life perfect. So instead of, chasing these goals, this, I'm going to do this, you should basically focus on returning back to our natural state, to happiness, and then you can do anything much easier. Seriously. We don't want anything, we just want to be happy. Because what happens within us is much more important than what happens outside of us. But we are thinking logically that, I want this house, this car, and then I will be happy. And okay, it's somehow true. But do it really matters? No. You want these things because you want to feel what these things are giving you, this feeling. A lot of people think that they need to do a lot of things to deserve this happiness. You know, they need to be perfect. Okay, that's totally bullshit. Because as I said, happiness is our natural state, and we basically need to be balanced in our body. We need to balance our hormones and other things like diet, habits, you know, just to don't harm ourselves. Because we are, by falling into instant gratification in all toxic habits like, you know, spending time with toxic people, etc. These things are unbalancing our body, and then we are not fully healthy and we are not fully happy. Because when you're fully healthy, you're happy, because this is connected with this. And you know, these two things are connected, but actually our consciousness is also connected, and if we take care of our body, we'll also become more conscious people. But we know here we need to also be very attentive at every moment, and we need to see at things and don't react if we don't want to. Because we are not this, we are something that is watching behind these eyes. That is our consciousness. Then, if you realize it, all magic begins. And usually we are seeing the world in the wrong totally perspective because we are perceiving it only as a human. And okay, it's normal because we are conditioned to think like that, that we are, you know, what these clothes are hanging in this body, but we don't actually realize that you are something that is not palpable, not tangible, you know, you can't touch it. It's just experiencing. And you know, when you see this, when you feel this, maybe not see because it's hard to see, but when you feel that you're not human body, you realize that, you know, our happiness is the most important, and all things don't actually matter when you are happy. So basically, no problem is only a problem when you're perceiving it as a problem and you're emotionally attached to it. When you're happy and when you see a problem, you see it more like opportunity, something that you will be wiser when you will solve it. But when you're constantly saying and thinking problem, it's very negative for you, and you should not call things like, you know, problems. You should look at this as opportunities and basically things that you need to overcome. That's very simple. So I would like you to remember that you don't need to take drugs, you don't need to, you know, artificially increase your happiness. You just need to take care of your natural state of being. Because other ways are just temporary. But what you do here, what good things you will do to your body will be stable and long lasting. So we need to look at good solutions, not, you know, appealing solutions, as I said also in the last video. Okay, so basically our attention is the most powerful thing we have, but we don't realize its potential because we are constantly, you know, hijacked by our phones. And when we are, you know, scrolling, we are just putting our attention to a million things and we can focus on one thing. But you know, when you focus on one thing, then magic happens. And same with our problems. When you're focusing on negative things like gossiping, talking about other people, about problems, you know, things that you did in the past, you're focusing actually in the wrong place. You should focus on opportunities. And when you have problem, you should not focus on what bad can happen, what bad things happened in the past, but you need to focus on opportunities and what you will get when you will overcome this problem. Okay, so that was all for today's video. Please leave a comment about what you think about this, leave a like, subscribe my channel, and of course turn on bell notifications to be notified whenever I upload new video. And I wish you an amazing day. Bye bye!